Hello, everybody. How is everybody today? I see Leanne is here. Hello. Thank you for joining us. And obviously, Johanna's here. I guess we're going to wait for a few viewers. But in the meantime, so because you all asked for a call-in stream today, I decided to do a call-in stream. So we can all have a bit of a chat, have a bit of a laugh, which a bit of a laugh is always a good thing, especially when it's Monday tomorrow. We all need a good laugh. Hello, Nick. Thank you for joining us. So if anybody wants to call in, the link is in the description below. So I've posted in there, I said link to call in, and I've posted it in there. So if anybody wants to call in, they're more than welcome to do so. But while we're waiting for that, I actually wanted to show you guys something. So this is the Good News Network. I'm going to do it like this and like this. Okay, that's not big enough. Okay, so this is a Good News Network. You guys can get it on a cell phone, or you can get it on or you can put it on where did it go now? You guys can either put it on a cell phone, or you can put it on a on your laptop like I have here. So it's actually called the Good News Network, which is really, really interesting. And you can choose, you can decide whether you want news about animals. You can decide, so you can choose your category here. So do you want good talks, good laugh? Do you want horoscopes? Do you want news about kids, health, animals, whichever you want? And it's always a good thing to have interesting things. Always a good thing to have interesting things. So where is that thing now? There it is. So you can have all your different things here. I'm going to make that a bit smaller. Okay. So you've got everything here. Okay. So as you can see, it's got all your animals. It's got, so, I mean, let's just pick a story. It's really, really interesting stories. And it's got today in history as well. Good news today in history. So this is 30 years after a big eruption put volcano mouse on the extinct list. Research reveals it's doing great. So, I mean, this is great news. So, a small mouse found to live only on and surrounding a volcano in the Philippines has seemingly remained unscathed after the mountain exploded in what was the largest eruption in the 20th century. Details on the long-nosed Luzon pumice are scant in good times. But after surveying the damage the eruption caused to the ecosystem, it was presumed they would have mostly vanished. Much to Eric Ricard's surprise, the pumice, sometimes called the mountain Pinatubo volcano mouse, is doing just fine. Ricard works at the Splendid Museum of Natural History in Utah, and after the 1991 Mount Pinatubo eruption that caused a typhoon earthquake, devastating land and mudslides, and ash rain, which fell almost an inch thick across 1,500 square kilometers, he was quite content to consign the epitomes to history. So they all thought that this mouse was extinct after the volcano eruption, but yeah, it seems to have survived. It just shows you, hey, that how life carries on, how nature takes over, and yeah, nature makes sure that what needs to continue continues, and what doesn't. So yeah, it's got, I mean, this is also very interesting. A 4-year-old girl finds dinosaur footprints on a beach. I mean, that's like really cool. 4-year-old girl finds dinosaur footprints on a beach from 215 million years ago. I mean, that's just crazy. When you think about the average day in the life of a toddler, crayons and cartoons likely come to mind. Discovering an immaculately preserved 215 million-year-old dinosaur footprint, probably not. But that's what just happened when 4-year-old Lily Wilder was taking a nature walk with her father on a rocky beach at Benricks Bay, near the Welsh town of Barry last month. The indented impression spotted by eagle-eyed Lily measures just shy of 4 inches. Experts believe it was created by a 2-footed dinosaur that likely stood about 30 inches tall and was 8.2 feet long. I mean, how cool is that? That is like very, very cool. So let's use, see, Andrew has joined us. Hello, Andrew. Why is that screen gone blank? Okay, well, let's remove it for now. Andrew's here. Beaver's here. Hello, Beaver. Nick says, Laura, is that like an app? Yes, you can install it on your phone as an app, but you can also just go into the Google thing. If you just search on Google, the Good News Network, you will find it. If you have a look, you won't be able to see that one. But yes, you can search it on Google or it is an app on your phone. I've actually got it on my phone as an app. And you'll find it in your Play Store. So I don't know if you guys can see there. Try get it. It's an actual app on my cell phone, which is great. And I love the fact that it has good news today in history. It's really, really interesting. And this is what I wanted to do every day, to bring some good news every day. I'm just trying to find the time at this point. So I know it's not great and I know it's not good of me. I said I was going to start in February and I am going to start it. It's just I'm trying to find a little bit of time. Lynn is here. Hello, Lynn. Thank you for joining us. And Alfruant is here. He says he's not feeling well. He's going to go lie down. Oh, shame, Alfruant. I hope you feel better. What's wrong? But I hope you feel better soon. You know, everybody's saying to get well to Alfruant. That's very unusual for Alfruant. Lynn says, please would you all smash the like button? Yes, please. If you don't mind, please smash the like button. If you don't want to smash it, you can always tickle it gently. So I don't know if anybody wants to call in. If you do want to call in, then you're welcome to click on in the description below. There's a call-in link. So you can, let me see. I don't know if I can paste it here. Yes, there we go. Let's see. There we go. So I've posted the call-in link in the stream as well. So if you want to call in, feel free to do so. It was all of you that requested a call-in stream tonight, so that's why I've done one. But again, while we're waiting, let's have a look. Let's see what else we can find on here that's interesting. Okay. So this is the one of the dinosaur, where she found the dinosaur footprints. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see if we can see what today's good news is in history. Let's have a look here. It's like really, really interesting. I saw this one the other day and it was really, really awesome. I wonder if I can find it. I wish I could take these blinking ads. There we go. All right. Snowy owl spotted in New York Central Park for the first time in 130 years. Sorry, I'm going to adjust the way I'm sitting because my back is getting sore. Where is that one that I saw the other day? It was really cool. And what happened is they actually found this ancient no, I don't. I'll need to take it off animals and put it on everything. Go back to everything. Go back to everything. All. There we go. Give me all. Right. So let's see again. It was the other day, but it was really, really awesome. They found this, like, what is that? Scientists develop ultra-precise lasers to remove cancers without damaging healthy tissue. Wow, that's very cool. Close the advert thing again. Let's see. But it was really, really cool. They found like this full-on ancient, you know, because in those days you used to have bathing houses. You never had a bath in your own home. So in those, I see Lynn is joining us. Hello, Lynn.
Hello. Good evening. How are you? Well, I thought I'd get the ball rolling and just phone in and see how you're doing and that, and I hope
Oh,
you've
that's
had a
awesome.
lovely, restful Sunday.
Yeah, it's been all right. I went to a friend of mine, did a lymph massage. But yeah, otherwise been good. And you?
Very quiet, very peaceful. Just chilling and watching movies. I'm really into this supernatural stuff. So yeah, I'm
What are you
really
watching at the
into
moment?
it. Cursed. I don't know whether you've
Ah,
seen it on Netflix.
no, I
It's
definitely.
all to do with, Arthur and Merlin and all of that. Very interesting stuff.
Ah, it
Very
sounds.
interesting
I
stuff.
enjoyed Charmed.
Oh, I
When
love
Charmed
Charmed.
first came
I
out.
loved I loved the first I loved the first series.
Yes.
I don't I think
The
I
new
think you were just a blink of an eye then.
season. Have you
With
seen them?
the first one, not the new one, the one done like 30 years ago. Yeah. You
Sure.
definitely not. I think you were a blink away.
I
I don't
was
think you
30
were
years
around.
ago, 7. Well, 8 this
Sorry?
year. 30 years ago, I was 7. 8 this year.
Okay, well, you weren't there a blink then, but yeah, no, it's just this stuff.
A little
It
though.
fascinates me. It fascinates me. It just, you know,
Yeah, no, I enjoy the
supernatural
whole
stuff
magic
does.
thing. Have you ever watched Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
No.
Oh, you got to watch it.
Mm,
It's called
it's
Fantastic
like
Beasts and
bungee
Where to
jumping.
Find
I'm told that I should do it, but I don't do things like that. I'm not an adrenaline junkie.
No, it's also like about
More
magic.
fantasy type of stuff than the real thing,
Yeah. So this is like almost like a fall
Can you
off
hear
of
me all
Harry.
right? I'm losing you, Laura.
Are you? That's weird. Yeah, I see your screen is frozen. I think your internet's not so great. Can you hear me now?
Sorry, I'm trying to find you.
No worries. Are
Is
you
it
coming
your
right?
signal or my signal?
No, it's yours because your picture's frozen.
The supernatural is working.
Yeah, they clearly don't like me talking about the supernatural stuff. Hey?
I don't know what's happening with you, Laura. You like frozen. You frozen.
I'm frozen on everybody else's side because on my side it's only Lynn that's frozen. I
I
think
don't know
it's
what to do. I can't go into the chat or anything.
Oh no. Oh golly, and she's gone. Oh dear. I see Alfruan says that he has a migraine. Oh no, Alfruan. That's terrible. If you have, do me a favor, if you have tea tree oil or lavender oil, preferably mix a couple of drops of the two. If they're not neat, okay. If they are neat, if they like pure, then mix it with a little bit of almond oil or something, and then just rub a little bit on your temples, okay.
Okay, there we go. I'm back again. Sorry.
Okay, that's better. That's better. Oh, now you're freezing again. Oh no. Are you still there? Oh no. Leanne says that they've got a storm on the way. Ew. Oh no. I'm not keen on storms. I don't mind the rain, but I don't do thunder and lightning. That's not my favorite. And Sheila feels the same as me. She doesn't like storms either. The one Sunday afternoon, oh, it was so bad. We had such a huge storm, and that the lightning was like right here, right here. And Johan was at work, and Daryl went off somewhere. Daryl had to go to work to go and sort out something at work, and so there was this huge clap of lightning and thunder, which turned off. It like tripped our power. And I tell you what, the kids, the animals, and myself, we were all parked off on the corner of this couch, literally pooping ourselves until one of the guys came home. It was so bad because the lightning didn't stop, the thunder didn't stop. It was so bad. The kids and the dogs and I were here on the couch, like in the corner, all huddled together. It was so bad. So bad. And I know with animals, the whole idea is to not show that you're scared, because if they can feel that you're scared, then they'll be scared. But I've tried that so much with Sheila, but it doesn't help that I don't like lightning and thunder either. So it doesn't really help much. But what have you guys been doing this weekend? Tell me what's been happening. I will keep showing us good news while we wait for people to join, or so we can just have something extra on the go. There we go. Okay, so let me see if I can find that post. There's really cool stuff. Engineers design new face masks. Bleh. I don't care about new face masks. After losing my dog, neighbors on next door loaned me their own pups to grieve. Okay. This sassy iguana thinks he's a supermodel posing at the beach. Cool. I'm trying to find the specific one. And it was from a few weeks ago. But it really came to my attention. Really, really came to my attention. It was very cool. Very, very cool. But I must tell you, while I'm looking, I'm going to tell you about this awesome program I was watching last night on Discovery Science. So it's called something like, was it Relics in the Ice or something? But it's really, really interesting. And it was all about how, while we got global warming and our ice and everything is melting, how all these new discoveries are coming to light. And it was really, really interesting. So they found like George Malloway, who was supposed to have been the first man to ever land on to ever reach the summit of Mount Everest. And his body, he was never found ever again. He left to climb Mount Everest and he was never seen of again. Until now, recently, some hikers found his body full on intact and fully preserved, like there was nothing wrong with it. But so now they found his body, but now they still don't know if Hillary was the first person to reach the summit of Mount Everest. Because, number one, there's no evidence that this guy didn't make it. But there's no evidence that he did either. So it's really, really interesting. Because now the daughter of this guy turned around and said, well, her dad always carried around a photo of her mom, well, his wife, and he said that when he reaches the summit, he's going to leave the photo of his wife on the summit of Mount Everest. And so they never found the photo on him. And if he always kept this photo on him in his pockets or wherever, then the likelihood that he actually reached the summit of Mount Everest first is a huge possibility. Now, he always carried around this camera with him. And so now they're trying to find this camera, because obviously if they can find this camera, then he would have taken a photo of him reaching the summit of Mount Everest, which will mean that they will need to rewrite the history books that this guy actually reached the summit before Hillary. I mean, how interesting is that? That's really, really interesting. Really, really interesting. Just reading some comments here. Alpha says, I worked yesterday and slept most of the day today. Oh, shame, Ruan. I hope you feel better, man. There's nothing worse than a migraine. I get them as well, and that's terrible. Terrible, terrible. Nick says, I have to catch a cat. A stray, we've been feeding her for a while. She's having the snip tomorrow. Oh, dear. But I know that you can get these cages from these feral places. Alpha says it was a stupid weekend. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. And it ruins your whole weekend being stuck in bed with these migraines. That's terrible. Terrible, terrible. Leanne, don't be shy, but I'm not, but have bad signal. Yeah, Lynn, unfortunately, your signal isn't so great. It's a pity, because it would be nice to have you on here with me. Lynn says, I don't feel lacquer either, but we need to just let go of shit and carry on. No, I agree with you. Alpha says, I love cats. I know you do. And Alpha is one of my favorite cats. favorite cats. But yeah, well done, Nick. Well done for catching the stray and letting it get spayed. That's really awesome. Leanne says, not my best, but this heat is way, way too much. So it's welcome. Can be unnerving. Yeah. So I don't like if I'm at home, it's much better than when I'm on the road. I don't like to have the storms when I'm on the road. But shame Alpha wants. Tell me, do you have any essential oils at your house? Do you have anything? If not, let me know. And if you do have, let me know as well. Oh, it looks like Linda's back.
I'm
Hello,
back.
you Hey.
I'm now using data.
Have you got enough?
I think I've got over 1,000 rands worth of airtime and something like 40 gigs of data.
Okay. Well, I hope this doesn't shut all of it.
It's work.
It's used where? I didn't hear anything.
No, you didn't know.
I heard nothing.
Anyway. Yeah, no. So we were talking about supernatural.
Yes.
And I think supernatural things are happening with the signal.
Could be.
Because I'm repeating. Do I need to turn my mic off?
No. Are you getting feedback?
I am, yes. I've got headphones on so I can hear.
It's probably because I don't have my headphones on.
Oh, okay.
So what you're hearing is you hearing your own voice through my microphone.
Oh,
if it bugs you too much, let me know.
I'm not losing my mind.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's funny enough, on Friday, when everybody called in, they didn't hear it. But sometimes you hear it, sometimes you don't. So it's really, really
Maybe it's because I'm on a cell phone. I don't know enough about it, Laura.
Could be.
So do you like my new glasses?
I do. I was going to comment. I was going to say they look very awesome.
They got the special filmy stuff on to help with the glare from the laptop, which I can't seem to get the angle of the camera right. But anyway, so I'm taking them off and I just want to show them to you. Can you see them?
Oh, that's so cool.
They like wrap around your head.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah. Well, you see, I can't do very much without glasses.
No.
Sorry, I'm just trying to put them back on now without wrapping them around my eyeball. Hold on. I've got everything wrapped around everything now, but I had to show them to you. They're very posh, and I feel very, very glam with no makeup.
I didn't even notice that part. Okay.
My cheeky. Did you saw my cheeky comment to Ronaldo? He said he was looking pale. Do you remember? Don't you remember on the stream? He said he was looking pale. I said, I think you need to go to Laura for makeup tips.
That would be so funny seeing Ronaldo with makeup on. That would be hilarious.
But I think it would be a very interesting stream if you did do that.
I think so. That would be so weird.
Or if you have a guinea pig, if you have a guinea pig to do I think it's a very good idea.
Together at some stage, we'll have to do a stream of me putting makeup on Ronaldo. That would be classic.
Especially the lipstick.
Yes. We'll do nice big eyes, like the nice eyeshadow.
Like you did the other night. You can see I've got the same problem as you. I've got drooping. Yeah.
Where the top lid overlaps the bottom lid. I hate it. I can't stand it. Because then, like now, you can mostly see my eyeliner because I didn't do my hooded eye thing. I was feeling very lazy.
Well, you always look glamorous to me, so don't worry. You always look glamorous to me.
I didn't even
because I never wear makeup.
I didn't even do my eyebrows tonight. Like
we can see them.
Yeah, because I dyed them a couple of weeks ago, so they are darker, but what ends up happening is my tail end ends up good because eventually the dye comes out. It doesn't stay for very long because your hair is growing and falling all the time. So what happens is my tail part ends up so light that you can't see it, so it looks like I've got half an eyebrow.
Well, I'm surprised that I can see my own eyebrows because I'm grey. So I've been told I look like a spook. So yeah, with no eyebrows. So anyway,
I
at
think you
least the
look
glasses are covering them, sort of.
not
Sort of.
really.
But
I think you look
please,
awesome.
please will you tell your guests on your chat that they need to phone in. Leanne, stop being a pup
Come,
and
Leanne.
phone it.
Even if you can, if you want to call in without your camera, that's also fine. You can
It's
call
always
in without.
lovely to put a face, but it's always lovely to put a face to a name.
It's true. It's very, very true.
You know, I understand Johan. I understand about Johan, but you know, it's just
But I told
I
him,
don't know.
Anton, he can phone in without his camera.
Without a camera, yeah, he could do that if he chose to. But
yeah,
and yeah, no, I've actually had a very, very hectic week with work. I'm still trying to get the camera right. This COVID thing, what a relief, hey? At least the tourist industry can now breathe and try, and because it was very hairy over New Year when our lovely president decided to make his announcement.
When your job relies on the tourism industry and everything's closed, that's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
Well, luckily we stayed open. We kept going. Obviously, we had to follow the lockdown rules, but where Intento is actually, I don't know whether you've heard of Nkombati. It's Transkei down the coast, near on the way to Port Elizabeth, where Ronaldo is. Okay, but it's above, obviously, and Nkombati Game Nature Reserve is right next door, across the river from Intento. Intento is a very, very special river. We have kingfish that come in from the sea and swim up the river, and they just circle. They don't spawn. They don't mate. They don't do anything. They just go up the river. So it's a huge, huge draw card for two people to come there. But yeah, no, you know, it's not just tourism. I mean, I feel for the poor people that have wine farms, private breweries. You know, it's just, yeah, we just got to get back on our feet. And sorry?
Sorry if you hear hearing noises. It's Morgan playing with Sheila's food bowl.
She's such a cutie pie.
That little squishy face.
Yeah, the squishy face nose. But anyway, I don't want to hug.
The eyes are dark as well. That's crazy.
She's a beautiful pig. She's a beautiful Pekingese. She's lovely. I grew up with them. I grew up with, well, I didn't have Pekingeses, but friends had. And like they didn't just have one, they had like 5. You know? But yeah, they're lovely dogs.
Yeah, she's cheeky. When I like this and say no, and I point my finger at her and say no, she barks at me. She physically barks at me. Like
she's got a personality, and she doesn't like being told what to do.
Yep, definitely. But I think
does it remind you of anybody? Does it remind you of anybody?
My kids.
No, you.
Me, I guess. That's why all the animals in my house are a bit nuts, because they take after me.
But this is the whole thing. They're a reflection to you. They're showing you yourself. So, you know, when you're told to rest and take it easy, and you don't listen.
No, I don't do it. I know.
Sorry, I had to have a little dig.
That's okay.
Because but you know, the thing is, we've got to just keep on going no matter what, regardless. You know. Sorry, I'm getting notifications here. Ronaldo is coming on. But yeah, no, we can't let stuff stop us from doing what needs doing.
No,
it's very easy. It's very easy to get stuck. Yeah, but it's also very easy to get stuck in the drama of it all. You know what I mean?
In the rush of life.
Don't want to do,
Yeah.
you know, and then it's like, well, excuse my language now, I'm going to swear. Bugger it.
Go for it.
Can't bugger it. Stiff upper lip, you know. We should keep on going. Regardless. I think it's an African trait. I don't really see it anywhere else in the world. This
It's
determination and this, you know, it's an African thing, I think.
a South African thing, yeah. No, I agree with you. South Africans are great in that aspect. You know, South Africans, we hard workers. We work hard. We're not lazy. We don't give up as easy. We have a lot of drive, which is very, very different to the rest of the world in a lot of aspects.
Well, we've gone through quite a bit, eh? Well, coming from Rhodesia, Zimbabwe, I mean, it either makes you or breaks you. And I mean, I've got very, very old family friends who are in their 80s. They're living in Zambia with their daughter. And I've admired her my whole life. She has never given up. She lost everything in Rhodesia. Her farm was taken, 3 farms were taken away, lost all the machinery, lost everything. And she still has hope. Which, you know, when you've lost everything, I can't describe it. When when you've left everything behind, lost everything, it gives you the determination not to give up and not let anybody get the better of you.
Exactly. But
regardless,
what kind of choice do we have?
Well, that's why I say we can either sit there and go and do the swan thing and give up, or we just get on and do what needs doing.
Mm-hmm. We get up and carry on.
Well, we have to. I mean, you know, you're a breadwinner, your husband's a breadwinner, you've got kids, you've got dogs, you know what I'm saying, you've got responsibilities.
Exactly.
You know, and not everybody has the same mindset.
That's true.
You know, it's sad. I find it very, very sad. Look, I empathize with everything and everybody, but let's just carry on.
We can't live our lives on sympathy. I think that's a lot of people.
But can I tell you something?
Can't.
Can I just say something? Because I think I've said this to you before, but I don't think I've actually done it on a chat. But
yeah.
your channel and your Telegram group are awesome. Thanks, you make a difference every single day just by smiling, sending a Telegram message. Do you understand when I say there's no sense of community around you? And when you have no sense of community around you, you feel very alone.
That's very true.
And this is why I said to Ronaldo last night, thank you for introducing me to YouTube, because if I hadn't, I don't think I'd be here if I hadn't actually gone onto YouTube and found the channels that I found, which kept me going through COVID. I'm being straightforward and honest with you here.
No, same. It kept me going as well.
But it's important that you know that you do make a difference. Every time that you come onto your stream, you make a huge difference, even though just by your chuckle and your laughter and your smile. You know, and your positivity does touch us all. We just need to market you more.
Yeah. The subs are going very slow. But I think
it doesn't help. No, but it doesn't help if you've got a sore back. And I understand where you're coming from. But again, everybody that's watching should share your channel, even if it's just with a family member or a very close friend.
Yeah.
Because
it'll make a huge difference.
Yes, it will. And regardless of whatever's happening on YouTube, I mean, look how Ronaldo's grown. Look how Chris White has grown. We can do the same for you and Beth. And I don't know. It's just coming from my heart. And I just want you to know that I think you're awesome.
Thanks, babe.
And I just want you to know that as shitty as you feel, because you've had a tough time, you've had COVID, you've now hurt your back.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to tell you this online. you need to take some time out for yourself. Please.
I know. I need
Well, I got the finger up. Because I can talk to you on the phone, but I can't
everybody
do
needs
this.
to help me financially to go to Cape Town for a week.
Okay, cool.
So if we can put together some sort of thing so I can get to Cape Town for a week or even a few days, 4 days or whatever, then I will go and have
a Cape Town, or are you going to Port Edward? Not Port Edward, Port Elizabeth. I'll get it right.
No, I'll go to Cape Town. I'll go to Cape Town. I'll go visit Chantal and Toten and the crew down there.
Because Joe Amelia is trying to get to Joburg. You're doing the opposite thing.
He's trying to
get to Joburg and you're trying to get to Cape Town. Maybe we'll meet midway. But just to let you know that I've been marketing this lodge online. I'm going there in the first week of March.
Oh no!
I'm having the full experience. I'm going to be transferred from the Wild Coast Casino to the lodge.
Oh, no.
That's going to be an experience because it's a very bad dirt road. I'm going to be there for 3 days, see what everything's all about, and then I can market it better than I can now because I haven't seen it.
It's easier once you've experienced it. It's easier because then you can say to customers, "Whoa, and this part of it is so awesome. You can't miss doing this, or you can't miss having that experience." You have to experience it for yourself to be able to sell it.
So you've got to hear some of the questions that we are asked.
Really?
I mean, it's rustic. It's not the Hilton Hotel. Okay. So we tell guests, please take torches and extra batteries, and you got to trek to the toilet. You got a pathway you got to go down. So you need a torch. And then we asked, how far away are the bathrooms from the room, the cabin we're staying in? And it's like 100 meters. That's what. And everybody's been saying to me since I started, "Hey, you have to go to Mtenji. We'll take you. Don't worry, we'll take you." Like, thank you very much, but I'll get there under my own steam. But anyway,
But it's the same in my industry. You won't believe how many times I get a message. How much will a service cost?
And then what is in the service?
It's like, okay, I need to know what car you drive, whether it's diesel or petrol. I need to know how many kilometers you are on to know which service it requires. There's so many questions, but you can't just say, what does your services cost? Do you know there's an A service, there's a B service, you get an in-between service. There's so many services that you get. I mean, if you want to ask something like, how much are your services? I mean, you could be meaning something else, like something else.
But it's the service industry that we're in. I mean, it's like I want to come and stay at Mtenji. Okay.
No.
When do you want to come?
Sorry, someone's trying to get up.
No problem. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, my sweetheart. Hello.
Oh, the
she's so beautiful.
The green-eyed monsters around.
Yes, well, she ruled the roost for a long time before you got the new one.
Yes. But they play together quite nicely. So you were saying we're in the service industry.
Yes. Yeah, I know the dogs have distracted me. I've got to tell you about this chicken I have. I've got a chicken. No, I don't have a chicken. Chicken belongs to my daughter.
Okay.
You must see this chicken. It plays with this he's a Staffy Cross boxer. And you must see them play with each other every day. Have you ever seen a cockerel fight? You know how they put their feet up and, well, this is what he does. He leaps up and tries to attack the dog, and the dog goes around and so I must actually video it.
Crazy.
So you can see what it's very funny. But animals are such amazing things. They bring out the best in us, I think.
No, it's true. I wouldn't survive without my animals. I honestly wouldn't. Yeah. I'd rather have my animals over humans any day.
I agree with you. Anyway, so now I get a phone call. Good morning, Intenti. Can I help you? Kind of thing. Cock-a-doodle-doo, right outside the window here. I'm like, I'm terribly sorry. What did you say?
Yeah.
And it doesn't just happen once a day. It happens multiple times a day. And they're like, Intenti's got chickens. It's like, wow, you know. You've got to laugh. You've got to laugh because I mean, Mtentu is untouched. It's pristine. You know, it's not like Durban or Port Elizabeth or Cape Town. It's untouched beauty. And yeah, I'm actually excited. I'm worrying about the hikes though, because I've got to hike to waterfalls.
Okay. Oh, that'll be nice.
And they're not just like down the road. You know what I mean? You got to go like up and over and around and down and yeah. Gonna have fun.
Sorry, the puppy's trying to pull my couch apart.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what puppies do.
I'm trying to stop her. I am listening to her.
I know. But anyway, yeah. No, so everybody who's watching, please, if you haven't liked the stream, please like the stream. I'm doing your job for you, Laura. Please, and share it with everybody you know, because the more people we have on, the wider it will be shared. So yeah.
And just by the way, I'm still working on the t-shirts, and I think I might have found an awesome place to get my shirts, a place in Cape Town.
So brilliant.
We might be getting the shirts sooner than we think.
Okay, just make sure it's a 5XL, hey? Not these skinny little, you know, Chinese fitting,
so
tiny little.
I ordered a small so I can get the first one made up, and so I can show you.
Okay.
But on top of that, I've ordered 2 larges, 2 extra larges, and 1 double XL for now.
Okay.
And we can sell those off, and then we can maybe do like a pre-order thing, because it's difficult to order shirts in advance because you don't know what sizes everybody wears. So
it's very hard. That's why
I've gotten those ones made up for now, and then see as we
Is that why you're wanting to go to Cape Town?
No,
Is that one of the reasons?
I've got my brother's ex-boyfriend is in Cape Town, and him and I are like best buddies, and it's actually his company now that I'm probably going to be doing the printing and the shirts through.
Oh wow!
So I've got to go visit him, and then also obviously Chantal and Toten and Joe and everybody that's in the Cape. So have a braai with all of them and see how they all go. And so I'm just watching these two play. So that's what I want to do.
I don't want to hug and be on here too long, but somebody else must phone in. Come on, guys. Really?
So I must tell you, everybody loves your glasses, just FYI.
Yes, I know. They're very shush, aren't they? They help with the glare from laptops and computers and stuff.
And I'll tell you when also they help, because I had to get anti-glare on mine because I'm night blind. And the reason why I'm night blind is because I can't handle the headlights coming towards me. That blue filter actually really, really helps with that as well. So I've got the blue filter on mine so that I can see when I'm driving at nighttime.
Well, aren't you lucky you can drive at nighttime because you have a car? I'm still waiting for mine.
Which reminds me, I've completely
10 months.
Your electric box.
10 months, Laura. 10 months. 10 months without a vehicle.
But send me all the details, please. Your entire vehicle details, the year, the model, the make, all of that, please. So that I can try and see what I can. You two. Can you hear them? They're terrible.
Yes, I can hear them. So anyway, now I'll send you the details. Just so that you know, everybody, if your windscreen leaks and it goes into your car engine area, it can mess up every single component in your engine. Mine was demolished. My computer box, I didn't even know my Bucky had a computer box. Like, my mom comes home, she goes to the mechanic, she follows up. You know, my mom's a little bit of a pit bull. and goes there and says, right, what's going on? What's wrong? Yeah. He says, well, the computer box is very badly rusted, and water's got into it. And I'm like, huh? What computer box?
Yeah.
So just be aware. I mean, I've been quoted anything up to 8,850 Rand for a computer box.
No, it's crazy.
And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just whip it out my back pocket.
Yeah.
Here we go. I mean,
It's okay. I'll take
Yeah.
2.
yeah, no, I'll buy. Do you know what? And this one man had the audacity to go in, would get my number and phone me. So no, we'll give you 10,000 Rand for your bakkie. I said, what do you think I'm going to buy with 10,000 Rand? That
Yeah.
bakkie is worth at least 40,000 Rand. And you want to give me 10,000 Rand? So anyway, it's sitting happily in a garage waiting for a computer box.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And my mother, I've got to tell you guys this. My mother, sorry, Laura.
No, go for it.
My mother's 85 this year. She still works full time. She drives an Isuzu bakkie with a cattle rack around the back of it, with a winch on the top.
Okay.
She's 5 foot. I'd say she's 5'4". She's tiny. Okay. Do you remember those old Ford trucks? You know those big trucks, those big Ford trucks. You know. So my mum's like this. She's like checking between the steering wheel and the
And the dashboard.
the dashboard, trying to see what's going on. It's actually quite fun. And then I get into the car with her, and it's like, Mom, slow down. And we've got this thing. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not going to say what we call it, but anyway, you know the handle that you have to hold on to.
Yes.
Yeah. Mom, slow down. Oh, stop being such a bloody wuss. Yes, Mom. And you sit there.
And then my mum would say to me, I've been driving for far longer than you have, dear. That's what my mum would say. I've been driving far longer than you. It's like, that doesn't mean anything. Can you two stop
No, but you
playing?
see, you talk about night blindness. Okay. My mom's had cataract ops. And people who've had cataract ops, light like headlights at night affect her vision. So when I've got to get taken to Gray's Hospital at 5 o'clock in the morning and it's midwinter,
Oi,
she can't see.
dark. Mm.
So now you know why there are teeth marks on the dashboard going, yeah,
No,
that's my mom.
That's like me
I've got to tell you.
when your hand needs to respond. My teeth are always on the dashboard, and my hand's on the handle, and my other hand's holding the seat.
Well, it's not just the seat. I mean, you hold the dash. I can't do it with the cell phone in my hand, but you've got your hand here holding on, and you got your hand on the dashboard, like ready to go. It sounds crazy, I know. But
you're waiting for you to hit something or something to hit you. You wait. It's like
invariably it's not the person driving with you that's the issue. It's the other idiots on the road.
Exactly.
Yes. Exactly. I'll never forget this. You know, and I've got to tell you the story. It's about my mom. Okay, my sister and I. We obviously were in Rhodesia, and we lived in a very small town in the Midlands, and we had to get on a bus to go on a strip road to high school. So what would happen is the bus, if a car was coming towards us, the bus would have to pull over. So only one tire was on the tar. Okay. And we had low-level bridges. And during the Bush War, somebody would have to ride shotgun at the front of the bus, okay, to protect us kids if we were ambushed or attacked or whatever. Yeah. And every time my mom, everybody hated it when my mom got on the bus.
Yeah.
Because my mom would tuck her dress in, she wore dresses in those days. She tucked her dress in her brooks, and she waded through this low-level bridge. I mean, no lie, water was above her knees, okay? And she'd walk through to the other side, and she'd say, right, come. And everybody in the bus was like, oh, Mrs. Nangle, oh, we don't want to go to school. And my sister and I were like sat there, like trying to crawl under the bus seats too, because we were so embarrassed.
Yeah, I'm sure. My mom.
But that's a tenacity.
Yeah, my mom used to have it. You know those old Mazda 323s.
Yes.
And we always say, Mom, because I mean, it was also in Durban. I mean, the car was rusted and it was old, and so we said to Mom, fetch us from school around the corner, eh? Like, don't fetch us in the front by the front gate. So the one time she decided, oh, is it? You're embarrassed? Oh, okay, that's fine. She rocks up there at the front gate, rusted old Mazda 323 with these huge clown glasses on.
I get to see you guys cringing. I get to see it.
You get in the car like, really?
You like crawl under the seat.
Not my mother. I don't know who she is. I'm just getting in the car. I don't know who this is. No,
because I had the same thing, because I came from Zim or Rhodesia and came to school down here to Wickham in Maritzburg. Do you know Wickham? Have you heard about Wickham? No, the big black hats. No, the Panama hats, the big black Panama hats. I hated them. Anyway, so I went from a government co-ed school in Rhodesia to a girls' private school down here. Okay. And my mom and dad obviously were still in Zim, and my sister and I were down here. And we'd only see them in December, because it was a longer holiday.
Yeah.
And we were just so chuffed that they would take us out for weekends and stuff. They lived just outside of Escourt.
Sure.
It's okay. Anyway, so my uncle, my mom's brother now, had a Isuzu Bucky, like the Mazda 323, that was kept together with rust, and it backfired. Okay, so you can understand, coming from the bush, okay, we didn't care about how it looked, because other kids, mom and dads had Porsches and BMWs and Mercs and all of that, and I was just so happy to see my uncle. I didn't give a damn. I didn't care that it backfired. I was just so happy. I mean, you could hear him coming. Because he was backfiring. I was just so happy to hear him coming, backfiring. It sounds crazy, but when you that, how can I put it? When you're that far away from your family, again, you are just so grateful that there is somebody who can look after you, and you're not stuck in a boarding school and put up with very straight stuff. But anyway, but yeah, I'm just so grateful that I had an aunt and uncle that really went out of their way to have my sister and I,
Yeah, that's true. Because a lot of families, the rest of the family doesn't really get involved, like my family. I mean, I don't really know my aunt very well.
But that's sad. But
if
sad.
I had to see my aunt, I must be honest, I would slap her across the face, because the way that she treated my mother was so bad, so bad.
Again, I'm not justifying. I'm not saying that it wasn't right to your mom to react the way she reacted, but it's sad.
Yeah.
The sense of family should be one of our main priorities, and it isn't. It's very sad.
It's true. People aren't as family oriented as they used to be in the old days, and it's really bad. It's not.
Well, I think because of the way like, how can I put this nicely? We've evolved, and things are not as simple as they were when my mom was 18 years old and going off to Botswana to hunt elephants. And I mean, have you ever shot a shotgun, Laura?
Yes. Not a shotgun. I've shot a rifle and a normal handgun.
Okay, so I grew up. I think I was 7. And one of the most important things that my dad ever taught my sister and I was to learn how to drive, to learn how to use a gun in case we were ambushed. Okay. So we had so much fun. We went to the golf course, and my mum and dad had a Peugeot 504 station wagon. And we had fun going down and up and around, and the back slid, and we had so much fun learning how to drive. Okay. Then, I mean, look, war is not, it's ugly. And, you know, being 7 years old and being forced to learn how to use an Uzi. Do you know what an Uzi is? An automatic machine gun. Da, 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 da. Well, there I was. My dad was a mine manager, and we used to go and practice shooting in the mine dumps. And I'm not lying to you. He said, right, here, take the shoot. Well, this thing went off. I got such a fright, I dropped it.
Yeah,
you know, I wasn't prepared. And you know, it's little things like that, you know, and I back Beth up 100% here. Women need to know how to protect themselves.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. And look, I know how to use a revolver. I know how to use a rifle. I know how to use a shotgun. But with the licensing laws and everything right now, it is very, very hard to get licensed.
Yeah, it's true.
And I believe very strongly in self-defense. I mean, my niece, who's very active and very physical, she showed me how to use a broom to protect myself. Sure. So, you know, there are things like that that can be done. You don't necessarily have to get a gun because, again, it's happened where a gun gets taken off a woman and then it's used against her.
But that's generally because they don't have enough training with it.
But aside from that, you know, you can be overpowered. As big as I am, I can be overpowered. You know, I'm not a frail tunny.
People don't understand, and they think, oh, once I've done my competency and I've got my gun, that's it. I'm sorted.
No. It's not. It's
continue shooting. You know, they need to. You know, it's not just the matter of owning a gun. And that's what today.
But you see, it's like when I was at school. You know, you got to be like the Joneses. You know, got to have a Merc and a Porsche and a this and a no. Learn the basics on how to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, thank God nothing happened to me or my sister or my mom. But we knew how to protect ourselves. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, realistically, women need to learn hand-on-hand combat and how to drive. You know, I mean, you have these horrific stories about women being hijacked and their cars taken away, or they're in the cars. You know, you've got to learn how to drive, how to can't think of the term right now. Reactionary driving. You know, it's like all kinds of weather. You got to know how to drive in all kinds of weather. But then again, and don't be switched off and asleep if you're going home.
No.
You know, things happen so quickly.
Don't drive when you're tired.
Especially when you're tired.
Because your brain isn't functioning 100%. And the other thing that a lot of people do, which is very, very bad, is they don't leave a big gap in front of them when they stop at a stop street or a robot.
No,
if there's a car in front of them, they have to leave a gap, because if you need to get away and you're right at the other car's bumper, you're not going anywhere. And that's what a lot of people...
You see, this is the sad reality, you know, I mean... Yeah, you know, it's like where I grew up, it wasn't built up like it is now, here in where I'm living. It's not like Joburg. It's very rural, very isolated. It's not built up like Joburg. And things happen so quickly. You guys, everybody needs to be aware. Sorry, I've got a message.
And you got to keep watching.
And you know, it's a horrible thing to say, but you know, in today's society, you have to be awake. You cannot not, and to live in fear, guys, I've done it. I grew up in fear. And the reality is, at the end of the day, your kids, your family must be protected at all costs. And I'm sorry to say this, if you're going to stay in South Africa, or Africa, not just South Africa, you've got to learn these things. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, I'm going to be very
Then you
blunt
don't
here.
belong here.
Leave.
I agree.
Because it's very easy for foreigners to say, oh, poor people in Africa, we treat them dreadfully. It's reverse now. And guys, I'm sorry, I'm being brutally honest here. It's better to be safe than sorry.
I see Johan's joined us. I think he wants to pull it into this conversation.
Oh, cool. Hello, Johan.
Hi, Len. How are you?
I love your skull. It is a skull, hey?
Yes, it's a skull.
With a knife. You're a pirate. Are you a pirate?
Sort of, yes. Sort of, yes.
Are you swashbuckling? Yeah. What's his name? Johnny Depp. Are you like him?
No, I think I'm better than him.
Oh, cool. So you've got the beads in your hair and all of that, eh?
No, my hair is short.
I'm joking. I'm just winding Laura up. I'm just winding Laura up. Look at her face.
Doesn't stand a chance.
There you go, Johan. A compliment. A compliment on YouTube. Take advantage of it while you can.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
I've got a big spoon and I'm stirring.
I know I'm gonna have to go make coffee just now.
Oh, that's nice. Are you gonna make me some?
If you were close, yes, of course.
So when are you guys coming on holiday to Natal?
Yeah.
When are you guys gonna come on holiday? You guys need a break.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah. It's not easy, hey.
Very
You've just got to work. Can I be quite frank with you?
Yeah.
I haven't had a holiday in, I'm 54. I haven't had a holiday in about 45 years. Like packing the car and going on holiday. I haven't done that. I haven't had the money to do it. So you guys are young and fresh and strong, and you need to just take a break. Excuse me.
I haven't had a holiday in 12 years either, so
that's not good enough. You guys need to take some time out.
Yeah, the last time I packed a car and went on holiday was back in 2000.
But you see, that's life today. It's just so busy. You know, and it gets put off. No, we'll go next year. No, we'll go at the end of the year. No, and thanks to COVID, everything's postponed. But but the thing is, you know, I mean, I'll never forget. Now, picture this. Okay, the Peugeot 504 station wagon, packed with suitcases, the back seat flipped down, and my sister and I would lie in the back, and my mum and dad would sit in the front, and we'd travel from Mvuma, which is the Midlands of Zimbabwe, in the middle of Zimbabwe, all the way down to Umhlanga Rocks. Okay, you know Umhlanga Rocks, right? So my mom and dad left at some ungodly hour, like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we'd get here at, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night. You know, simple holidays. I mean, you can't even go and have a simple holiday anymore. It's just too expensive. And then you've got crime and all this other shit. Sorry, I'm being blunt here. Sorry.
No, don't worry.
My battery's running out. Just hang on. I'm being told my battery's going flat. So there we go.
Johan, you wanted to say something on the subject we were talking about, I'm guessing.
Oh.
No, well, the main thing is, in today's life, you have to be aware of your surroundings all the time. You need to know what's happening, even when you're driving. You need to know what's happening all around you. And especially when you out shopping, I see it on a daily basis, especially, well, even men as well, that they don't know what's happening. They're busy fiddling around in the stores, and they turn around and their purse or their phone or their wallet or something is gone, and they don't even know when it happened.
Totally switched off. And it's sad. And that's how things happen. I mean, Look, my dad was in his 70s. He went to the bank. He went and drew money from the bank. Those days you could do it. You could go into the bank and draw money. Now you've got to do it through an ATM. Okay, so he went into the bank, drew money, and typical farmer has a pocket and puts his wallet in his pocket here, and the money and a pen. You know what I'm talking. Proper farming, like. No lie, he walked out the bank. This guy nearly knocked him over, took the money out of his pocket, his pen, his card, his ID book. My dad was so traumatized. Yeah. And this is the thing. It's sad that we have to live the way we live. But if you're going to be in Africa, you need to be awake.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's having grown up and learned how to shoot a gun at the age of 7, and learned how to drive a car at the age of 7 in case we were ambushed or attacked or whatever. It makes you so weary. I mean, the gates locked at 5 o'clock. My door locked at 5:30, not even 5:30. The gates locked, the doors locked, and I'm inside.
Yeah.
You can't take. You can't take chances. And I mean, I've had some really, really horrific things happen, not to me, okay, but to people who I've been very close to in this area, okay. I mean, families murdered. You can't say that it's only happening in Joburg or Durban or Cape Town. It's random. It's everywhere. And if people were just a little bit more awake, it would make such a difference.
It would. But people, and then a lot, the same thing with these scams that's going on. I mean, you hear these things in the news and all that sort of thing. So surely when you get these calls, you don't allow them to scam you? I mean, why would
you see, because you
money and they don't do it.
I'm going to say something, Laura. Okay. I am 30. I'm 25 years older than you. Okay. I'm not as technically savvy as you are.
Yeah.
Or my daughter or my granddaughter. Okay. So what happens is you get these phone calls like you get into a panic. So do you understand? I'm talking about older folk now. I'm not talking about young folk. Even young folk get caught, but you get so involved in, oh my goodness me. You think, oh, crikey, my car. You know what I'm saying? You don't think rationally because you're in such a panic because of the fear of everything that's going on around you. On a day-to-day basis, it's not just scamming. It's hijacking. It's everything.
Yeah, no, it's true. But
I mean,
people that they don't stay calm either.
Everybody's wound up. Everybody's very wound up. I think, and I've noticed it in myself with COVID and all the drama and all. I'm very anxious. I'm very worked up, and I don't think COVID's helped, hey? I think it's actually made us all more, what's the word I'm looking for? Anxious.
Paranoid.
Paranoid, but anxious, like a constant anxiety attack. It's horrendous, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I don't have enemies, huh? I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But the reality is, it's just the way of life, and it shouldn't be that way.
No, we shouldn't have to live like this. But the thing is, I mean, the same as women taking handbags into the shop. I don't agree with it. And then I'll have people arguing with me, and they're saying to me, "Yes, but we shouldn't have to live like this." It's like, yes, but we do. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much we shouldn't have to live like this. If you can still go out there and make yourself a target, you're going to be one. So you can either turn around and say, oh, but we shouldn't have to live like this and carry on the way that you're living, or you can make your life better and more security conscious and change
But
things.
you see, the sad reality of it all is, Laura, I'm talking about my mom. Okay, she's 85 this year. She knows how to shoot a shotgun. She knows how to shoot anything. Okay.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have anything because she doesn't want somebody else to get a hold of it. Okay. So everything that my mom and dad accumulated during their hunting days, when my dad died, my mom got rid of it all. Okay. And again, she went into a shop. I can't remember which shop. Hello.
Hello, Cameron.
and she had a typical Rhodesian. Now she wears, I've got to tell you this, you know those navy blue, those blue dust coats that you get at a hardware store, those jackets, those dresses. Well, Mum's made them into a dress, but anyway, so now she's got this top pocket, again a top pocket, and she's got a cell phone in there. And she comes out the shop and somebody steals her cell phone out of her pocket in broad daylight. I mean, what does that tell you? And here's somebody who is very security conscious and very awake and very aware. So it's random. You've just got to be on your toes all the time.
No, it's true. You can't
Hi,
say
Cameron.
what could happen at all.
No.
How are you, Cameron? How was your weekend?
Good, and yours?
Good, thank you. Sure, your volume's very soft.
Guys, I'm going to go off. My battery's dying here. Thank you for a lovely, lovely chat.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for joining.
Yes, I looked like a hippie with my tie-dyed shirt and everything. and my very zhuzh glasses. Sorry?
I said that's how the Durbanites usually wear tie-dyed stuff. I know from when I lived there. Don't worry.
I'm not a Durbanite.
Are you in Durban?
No, I'm not.
Oh, Erica's in Durban.
Erica's in Durban.
Erica's in Durban.
I'm in that.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Where the big dam called Midmar is.
Yeah, I can tell you, Cameron.
Okie
Everybody, Lynn. Sorry.
Not a problem. Anyway, you guys have a lovely evening further. Thanks, Johan.
You too. Bye, Lynn.
Okay.
Thanks, Lynn.
I'll be on the chat.
Enjoy.
Okay, bye.
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 I see that.
You see?
I see that Nick has asked about pepper spray for self-defense.
Yes.
Now, pepper spray for self-defense, in my opinion, if they spray me with pepper spray, you're just going to piss me off. It's not, it might, okay, most people react differently to pepper spray, but pepper spray is not at all a viable option for self-defense.
Yeah, but I think it's also depending on what pepper spray. I mean, if you got like the grade that I have, which will definitely knock you down to the floor, then, but the ordinary cheap stuff that you buy in the shops will, probably not do much.
Yeah, no, it all depends on what you use. There is stuff out there that is really potent and that actually sticks to you, but they do come at quite a big price as well.
Yeah, and I mean, and speaking of pepper spray, the better option to choose is not the mist one, but the direct runner stream. The direct stream one, not the mist, because the mist, if there's a bit of a wind, can come back at you. So it's never a good idea.
Yeah.
So,
never get the mist. You're just going to cause problems for yourself and people around you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So is there anything else you want to say on the whole social awareness and all of that? Screw social distancing, social awareness, people.
Agreed.
Definitely, hey Cameron.
Yeah.
Screw the social distancing. We must all be socially aware. Situationally aware.
Yeah, situational awareness is all that will keep you safe if you have, let's call it, I don't know how to say it exactly, but situational awareness will be able to save your life. It will be able to save you from hijacking because you will have 2 or 3 seconds prior anything happening. You're gonna know that something is about to happen, and then you will be able to react accordingly.
Yeah, because then you had that little bit of that couple of seconds to prepare. Whereas if you're not aware and then you get taken by surprise, you have no time to prepare for what might happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense. Cameron, I see that your dad gave you his buff. I'm so pleased.
Yeah. Me too.
It's just a pity he didn't join us. He could have won and then won that big prize and he could have had more stake prize.
Yeah, I know. I'm so disappointed in him.
Yeah, shame, man. Well, there's still going to be more. There won't be tech clothing anymore unless I
Yeah.
buy it to sponsor it. But yeah, I'm busy. As I said, I'm busy working on the Femme Fatale shirts. But now I want the ladies to tell me. Now, do you guys want me to do you want me to do white on black for the guys and pink on black for the ladies, or must I do white on black only? You guys must let me know because I don't know if every lady likes the purpley pink or they prefer plain white. You guys must let me know because obviously I need your guys' help to be able to design all of this stuff because I don't know what everybody likes. It might be what I like, but that's the point of it.
And Laura, I just wanted to let you guys know that Ronaldo is about to go live.
Oh, is he? I just got a notification now. Yeah, and I wanted to stream until he went live, and I've been on for over an hour already. Yeah, he's just gone live. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
he's live.
Awesome. But we'll
As
do
you
another
can, as you
stream.
can see,
Aha. He's starting now. Cool.
and there's you.
No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sign off now.
The
So that
joys
you
of
guys
having
can
two
have a chat.
screens.
Yeah. Thank you for calling in, Johan. Nice having you
problem.
here for a change.
Yeah, sure.
But I think we need to do a security stream with you. I
Yeah,
think
we'll
every
see. Yeah, if that's what they want, then we'll have a chat about it.
I would love that.
Yes, you see, there's one person only so far.
Because I'm part of the neighborhood watch in my community, so it's always good to know.
Always good to, and you know what? You can never know enough about security and situational awareness. All those
Exactly.
there's never a lack of learning in it. It's always good things to know. So yeah.
Okay, well, Laura will keep you guys up to date with regarding to that stream, and then we'll take it from there and see how it goes.
I see Lynn and Leanne are also saying yes, please.
Yeah, we'll see. Me and Laura will have a chat about it and see when we can do it, and then we will probably do it anyway.
Okay, well,
But
I think I'm gonna
everybody, good
sign
night.
off and
Yeah, we're gonna say goodbye now. So Cameron, do you want to say goodbye to everybody? Thank you for joining, by the way. It's just a pity you came on so late.
yeah, sorry, I forgot completely about your stream.
I know on the weekends it's difficult.
Yeah, especially on a Sunday.
No worry. We'll do another one. Don't stress. We'll do one soon.
Yeah.
Cameron, do you want to say cheers to everybody?
Okay, cheers, everyone. I hope you guys will have a fantastic week, and yeah, just enjoy yourselves.
Awesome. Johan, you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Cheers, everyone. Have a safe week. Make sure you know what's happening around you so you can protect yourself. Keep safe. Watch your six. Cheers, everyone.
And as Ronaldo says, cheers and peace out.
Cheers and peace out. What's it like that? Cool. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for a fantastic stream, everybody. It was really, really great. I really, really enjoyed it. And we'll have a chat and see what we can do about a security social awareness stream. I will catch all of you on Ronaldo now. Have a great week. And don't forget to smile, and don't forget you're awesome. Okay. You're all awesome, and you're all fantastic, and you're all special. Okay. Not special, you're special. Okay. So remember that, and remember your glass is half full. Thanks, guys. Bye. Cheers, Cameron.
Bye.